darkness. She is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Unity Temple in the Plaza, a place where diversity is praised and peace and harmony rewards. Robert Farrago is on vacation this week, so I'd like to welcome Ken Lovern. It's his first time here. Fantastic. And we hope you can come back and enjoy us soon. And of course, Millie Edwards and Jim Mayer are the rest of our musical team today, and we thank them as well. I have a few announcements to make before we begin the service this morning. Everybody's aware of the city mandate about COVID and the masks, and beginning tomorrow, we're going to require masks in all the common areas of the church. Once people get inside their rooms, they get to set their own ground rules with regards to distancing or masks, and up to this point, everybody is following suit. So there'll be pretty much masks throughout the building. Once you're in the building, if you distance yourself in the sanctuary, you can take your mask off during the service, but do try to keep the 6-foot distancing. I am also proud to announce the Unity Performing Arts Center, which is about to have its grand opening, so to speak, come August. And they're going to open with Broke Open. It's their first play, It's August 12th through 15th. There's more information in the lobby. You can also buy tickets in the lobby. And this is all generated by people here at Unity. Keith Andrews is the one that conceived of it and is doing all the legwork to pull it together. And they look to evolve it to dinner theater, which at some time will be very nice. Also, meditation is such a huge part of our lives, or it can be, and it can assist us in letting it be. Whatever the gadflies are in your life that are buzzing around and irritating you or pushing you the wrong way or pushing your buttons or whatever it is, you can just learn to lose all of that by simple meditation once a day, as little as 10 minutes. So Serenity Pause is a program we have here. It's meditation every single day, 365 days a year. It's going to be held here in the sanctuary. It's at 12:10 and 5:30. It's 30 minutes. You come in, there's a 5-minute lead-in and a 5-minute prelude, and the rest of it is just silence. It's a time when you can sit in this sacred room with other people of a like nature and just allow the mind to rest, and I'll get into more of that later. On a sadder note, I'd like to call our attention to two people that have made their transition this past week. The first is Rhema Tyson. And I didn't know Rhema, but she was very big in the Wednesday night service and the Bible class. And the second is Stephanie Smith. And I know Stephanie well. She's been coming here for 30 years. She sat in the very back row. She was a graphic designer that helped us with our website. Outstanding athlete. She got scholarships in volleyball, track, and basketball while she was in high school. And she died of brain cancer at the age of 61. And so we'll miss Stephanie. We now begin the service with the temple chimes, the opening prayer, Geneva Price, and our call to inspiration. So say this with me if you choose. On this day, we dedicate ourselves to peace on earth. We accept ourselves without harsh judgment and express appreciation for our individuality. We live without fear to meet the events of this day with confidence. We accept others without prejudice to experience a sense of unity with all people. We honor our earthly environment and recognize a oneness with all creation. In harmony with ourselves, our lives, other people, and all of nature, we live this day with a peaceful mind, a peaceful heart, and a peaceful spirit. Thank you, God. Amen.
I don't feel no ways tired. I've come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. Like a river, I've got love like a river, love like a river in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, love like an ocean. I've got love like an ocean in my soul.
Thank you, Jim, and Millie, of course, and Ken. I've been thinking this week a lot about the life, the conditions that we're living under right now. And this hasn't been an easy 15 months or even 18 months. We've gone through lots of different things that can weaken us spiritually, that can weaken us physically, that can cause life to be a very stressful experience. And I'm talking about COVID primarily, but there's other things that's come about as a result of COVID. I mean, many people are unemployed. A lot of people have financial challenges. A lot of people have health challenges not related to COVID. But the biggest thing that is affecting each and every one of us right now, more so than anything else, is the conflict that is going on in this country between us. It seems like every single place I look, people are arguing about something. They're fighting about something. And it's not just enemies, it's households have differing viewpoints in regards to wear a mask or don't wear a mask, get vaccinated or don't get vaccinated. There's political divisiveness, there's racial divisiveness, and that conflict is against our very nature. Our most natural state of being is that of harmony. The thing that we desire more than anything else in our lives is peace of mind. Whatever we're dealing with out here in the world around us, we can deal with it, we can manage it if we can just maintain a sense of peace. And then the greatest experience we can have is love. Love is the ultimate. It is the way of the future. We have to come together in peace and in harmony and exchange love. And when I say love, I don't mean romantic love, or I don't mean embracing hug. What I mean is the four simple principles that Jesus taught. To love somebody is simply to be kind to them, no matter what the circumstances. Somebody can be in your face, they can be belligerent, they can be obnoxious, they can be reading you your rights, whatever it might be, but you can remain at peace and not be affected by it. The second thing is compassion. To be kind to people means to be kind to those people that perhaps are an irritant in your life for some reason or another. Maybe they're an irritant in a lot of people's lives. They just can't seem to get it together to move peacefully down their path of life. So compassion for those that can't seem to be kind. The third thing is inclusivity. When he says be kind and be compassionate, he means that to everybody. He means take down the boundaries. It's not, okay, I'm going to be kind, I'm going to be compassionate to my neighbors, or I'm going to be kind and compassionate to people in my family or other people. It's everybody across the board. There's no exceptions. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And then the fourth thing is to do it consistently. Is that it's not an on again, off again thing. Well, there's somebody that held the door for me, I'll be kind to them. No, it's be kind, be compassionate, be all inclusive to everybody, and do it consistently. That is a sign of love. So in this day and age, we see those things kind of diminishing. I don't see as much harmony as I did 2 years ago. There is some compassion, I think, but that has lessened. And what are we to do? Well, it all begins with our minds. The mind is the most important asset that we have. Everything happens as a result of your mind. Every single experience you've had, every single idea that's come to your mind, every emotion, every teardrop, it all comes forth as a result of your mind. Our minds are not only important to us, but they are the ultimate of everything that we do in our existence. But the problem is we do not care for our minds like we care for other parts of ourselves. We spend more time caring about how our hair looks, or what clothes to buy, or what to have for dinner, or who to call up for a date on Friday night than we do about our mind. And the mind works 24 hours a day, constantly, pushing to satisfy whatever demands or desires that we have. The mind, as I said before, is everything, and it's essential that we care for it, and this is why. The mind is very much like, let's say a horse, for instance. If you have a horse and you run it continually 24 hours a day, the horse is going to tire out and drop dead. It just isn't equipped for that. The mind is the same way. If it doesn't have intervals of rest, if it doesn't have a time of restoration, it is going to get weak. The memory is going to begin to fade. It's going to get wrapped up in so many different imaginary scenarios that our reality begins to diminish in its quality. Now, the mind operates on space, as everything else in the universe. When Ken plays the piano, if there wasn't space between the notes, there wouldn't be any music. The heart beats and then it pauses. Everything in life has a forward motion and then it has a pause. So with our mind, it is that space between the thoughts that allows it to rest and to restore itself. But the problem is, when we get under pressure, or if we get to worrying too much, or if fear overtakes us, our thoughts become more and more elongated, and the space becomes less and less. And so it's almost as if the mind begins to gasp for breath. It begins to start suffocating because it's just too much. Let me give you an example of this. Let's say that you're going on a trip tomorrow morning, and you're going to fly out of Kansas City to someplace. So you get up in the morning, your plane doesn't leave till 11, but you want to leave at 8:30 just to make sure you have plenty of time. Now already your mind is racing because there's so many things to remember. And on top of all that, you're afraid you might miss your flight. But you get out the door, you get in your car, you head towards the airport, and you hit I-35, 9 o'clock in the morning, rush hour traffic. You have a hard time getting on to the freeway. And the line in front of you and the line behind you for other people trying to get on is long. So there you are, and your hands begin to tighten around the steering wheel. And you even begin to breathe a little bit heavy. I'm going to miss my plane. I'm going to miss my plane. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? So you get a little bit more aggressive. You start honking at people, hey, let me in, let me in. And somebody looks at you and then turns away and looks back and doesn't even acknowledge you. This begins to increase your thinking even more. Thoughts of worry, thoughts of fear. What if I do miss my plane? Will I be able to get another plane? And just continues on and on as you slowly creep towards the airport, looking at your watch every 5 seconds. Oh my gosh, what if I miss it? That is very stressful. It is very harmful to both our physical and our mental well-being because it is stress. And when we experience stress, the researchers have discovered the stress actually affects the DNA in our body. The DNA in our body begins to twist when we're under stress. Now, the DNA is everything in every part of our body, but it becomes tense, and that is not good for us. So, the objective before us on the spiritual path is to find ways to manage the stress in our lives so it doesn't get to the point where everything is so tense and so worrisome and so fearful. Now then, you go away for 2 days, you come back, it's 11 o'clock at night, you get your car, you're heading towards your home, you get on the exact same highway, I-35, but there's nobody else on it. There might be a car up the road a mile or so, or behind you can see some lights, but you've got plenty of space. And what comes to your exit is such an easy move. You just barely turn the steering wheel. Nobody's there to intrude upon where you want to go. Very relaxed. Now that's the difference in our lives between normal everyday living, which gets to the point of driving to the airport, especially on the highways. And I didn't even mention the road construction on the way to the airport. You know, that was everywhere. You start turning every corner to avoid it, and there's another road construction. But right now, the point I'm trying to make is the conditions of our lives have increased our intensity, have increased the stress in our lives, have increased the fear for the care and safety of our loved ones. And even though we don't recognize it, it weighs heavily on us. In the midst of that, we have the conflict, the disharmony that exists. Now, meditation is the key, and I'm going to tell you why. Could I have the first slide, please? The mind works on brain waves, and brain waves are the ways the neuron cells communicate with each other in the brain. As you can see in the top, the gamma, that is 31 to 100 impressions per second that go on, and that's driving to the airport. That's when we're full on worry and dealing with problems and have different sorts of fears. The next one is beta, and that's still a high level of intensity. But as you can see, it goes down. The alpha level is where we want to be. And that's where meditation brings us to. It slows everything down. As you can see, the space between the thoughts, each one of those little points is a thought, the space becomes more and more. It relaxes us more and more. And that just isn't in the mind, that's in every part of the body. We get down to the theta level, that is semi-conscious. If you're meditating and you kind of doze off a little bit, but you're still aware of where you're at. And then delta is a sleeping state. So when we go into meditation, we're actually moving from the gamma level, the beta level, down to the alpha level. And that can be done very easily simply by taking a moment to focus on our breathing. And as our breathing slows down, our thoughts begin to slow down. As our thoughts begin to slow down, our mind begins to slow down, and we turn to a state of peace, harmony, and love. Now, the brain or the mind has 3 different places where it can be active, and that is in the past, or the present, or the future. Now, in the past, that's strictly the result of our memory. We remember what happened in the past, the way we want to remember it, whether it's factual or not, it doesn't make any difference. We remember what happened, and sometimes what we remember isn't good for us. It's sadness, it's guilt, it's shame, it's deep remorse, it's feeling very disrespected by somebody. Normally, when we're in the past, it's not a positive thing. You might recall a good time that we had with somebody. We might recall a person that recently passed and all the beautiful things that experiences we had with them. But most of it is recalling stuff that we haven't been able to settle. We move into the future. Every single thing we experience in the future is a result of our imagination. We imagine what might happen. We imagine who might do something. We imagine somebody is going to leave us, or somebody's going to come into our life, whatever it might be. So you have the past, which is based on memory. You have the future, which is based on imagination. Neither one of those are part of reality. They just are. They're figments of our mind. So that brings us to the present. The present is all we really have. So as we move through life, meditation helps us come back to the present and experience the only life we can really experience at the time, which is right here and right now. Also, with the mind, it's ironic that the higher the brain waves go, the faster they go. At the highest level, that gamma level, most of that takes place in the past and the future. There's very few things that we need to be fearful about in the present. You know, everything that happened, if a man walked in the door right now and had a gun, you know, I'd be fearful. But it'd be fearful about something that might happen in the future. Is he going to shoot me? Or if a snake crawled in the room, is he going to bite me? And then if the snake did bite me, am I going to die? And then it goes on and on and on. But it's not realistic for the present moment. So the point of this whole thing is to develop a meditation practice. It doesn't have to be long. It can be as short as 10 minutes a day. I'm going to share a practice that I do when I find myself driving down the road and I'm getting a little bit stressed because I'm worried about something that just happened or I'm worried about something that might happen. It's a very simple procedure to bring me back to the present, and it's called a 10-second mindful meditation. And it's very simple. What I want you to do is just look up at the stage, and I want you to look at one thing. Let's just say we look at the love window. You focus on that for 3 seconds, and in your mind, you just name it, love window. Then you focus on the flowers, and you name it, flowers. Then you focus on Ken Lovern, that handsome dude over there. And you say, Ken Lovern, the handsome dude. And that brings you back to a point where all that busyness in your mind starts to just disappear because you're focused on here and now. And here and now is pretty much an alpha state of experiencing life. So for the rest of the time that we have, we're going to do a meditation, and I'll warn you up front that it's a recorded meditation, and I'm recorded it, and I'm going to play it for you for one reason only, so that I can share in the meditation with you, so I don't have to be focused on my mind. And sometimes, you know, leading a meditation can be more distracting than anything else. You're thinking about what you just said. What are the people thinking? You're thinking about what you're going to say next. So the beauty of meditation is you can go to a point where you can just have silence. What we're going to look at today is a guided meditation. And it's based on 3 simple things we talked about earlier. Peace of mind, which is peace of all the situations and circumstances in our lives. No matter what it is, no matter how difficult it is, no matter how you dislike it, it is what it is. So we can come to a point where we can be at peace with it. The second part is peaceful heart. And heart represents love. So with the peaceful heart, we say, I'm at peace with all the relationships in my life. Some might be in conflict. Some might not be real healthy. But nevertheless, you're at peace with them because they are what they are. And you can make changes with those relationships if you choose, or you can discontinue them and kind of move them out of your life. And then peaceful spirit is just being at peace with the person that you are. And this is so difficult for most of us. We're always finding that critical voice that tells us we're not doing things right, or that we should have done that, or that maybe next time we can do that. It's just to be at peace with the person we are and the existence that we're living. So as we move into meditation, and Geneva is going to lead us in, just do nothing. Don't try to think of anything. Don't try to not think of anything. Just sit and do nothing. This meditation is about 16 minutes long, and I'll see you on the other side.
This is the Peaceful Mind, Peaceful Heart, Peaceful Spirit meditation. In the meditation, there is 5 minutes of silence. This is the deepest part of the meditation and also the most beneficial. As we start, situate yourself so you're comfortable. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, slowly exhale, and feel yourself becoming more relaxed. And now take another deep breath, hold it for just a moment, and slowly exhale. Once again, breathe in, and breathe out. Feel yourself going deeper and deeper to that special place within. That place where everything is peaceful. That place where you are totally at ease. Feel yourself going inward, deeper and deeper to a place where there is no worry. There is no concern, there is no fear. As you breathe in, say to yourself, I am at peace. And as you breathe out, say to yourself, I am love. Breathing in, I am at peace. Breathing out, I am love. So peaceful, so relaxed, so much at ease. In this moment, you don't have to do anything. You can just be at total peace. Peaceful mind, peaceful heart, peaceful spirit. Peaceful mind, peaceful heart, peaceful spirit. Now, as I speak these words, accept them as your own. Peaceful mind. I am at peace with every situation and circumstance in my life. I release all worry, anxiety, fear, or doubt. I know any problems I face will be solved. The challenges will be overcome, for I have everything I need to move beyond that which interferes with my peace of mind and sense of well-being. I am at peace with every situation and circumstance in my life, and I know I can remain this way. As I go about the activity of my life and situations arise that are difficult or challenging, I simply take a deep breath, slowly exhale, while saying to myself, peaceful mind, I will remain at peace and successfully manage this situation. Peaceful heart. I am at peace with every person in my world. I release all anger, resentment, or disappointment that I have towards others. I know I can engage myself with difficult people, even though they're rude, obnoxious, or critical of me. And I can do that without getting upset, without feeling hurt, and without striking back. I see every person as a student on the path of life, doing the best they can do with the life they have been given. I am at peace with every person in my world, and I know I can remain this way. As I engage myself with other people and find myself in a situation where I'm irritated or offended by another, I simply take a deep breath, slowly exhale, while saying to myself, "Peaceful heart, I will remain at peace and be in harmony with all people." Peaceful spirit, I am at peace with the person I am and the life that I am living. I release all guilt, shame, or feelings of unworthiness in regards to myself, for I am a good person. I have within me an abundance of love that I can express to the world around me. In truth, I know that everything about me is exactly the way it is supposed to be. I don't need to look any different than I do. I don't need to act any different than I do. I don't need to achieve anything more than I have, or be somebody that I am not. Everything about me and everything about the life that I am living is exactly the way it is supposed to be. I am at peace with the person I am and the life I am living. And I know that I can remain this way. I center myself in the truth that life is the teacher and I am the student. I don't have to measure up to anyone's standards. I don't have to meet unreasonable expectations. I don't have to do anything but be me. For as me, I am a beneficial presence to those I meet and to the world in which I live. In the future, if I begin to feel badly about myself or the life I am living, I will take a deep breath, slowly exhale, and say to myself, "Peaceful spirit, I will remain at peace, for I know I have the power to like the unchangeable or change the unlikable." Peaceful mind, peaceful heart, peaceful spirit. peaceful mind, peaceful heart, peaceful spirit. Slowly begin to come back to this time and this place. And as you do so, you feel good. You feel focused. You're peaceful and you're at ease. You are a good person, and you have a good life. You go forth to live the life that is yours to live. And you do so with a peaceful mind, a peaceful heart, and a peaceful spirit. And so it is.
Peace I give to you, my friends. Peace the world cannot give. Peace I give to you, my friends. Peace, peace, peace.
those of you who haven't been here for a while, this is the time of the service when we take a moment to reflect on things that we're grateful for. We put forth a words of gratitude. This is National Friendship Day. And although I don't know many of you, those that I do know, I consider you my friends, and those I don't know, I consider to be your friend at some point in time. But friends, as we're born into this world, we awaken to something so precious in our lives, so valuable, so beautiful. And some friendships last a lifetime, some friendships are cut short much earlier. So we're going to watch a quick video on friends. Yay for friends, huh? I've been here at the church for 31 years, and before that I was at another church, but the person in this room that I had the oldest friendship with, 35 going on 36 years, and that's Geneva Price. Geneva, would you come out here? Come here. "35 years we've been together, and this is the honest to God truth. We've never had an argument. I've never heard her raise her voice until after she got her paycheck. No, I am just teasing. It has been the most beautiful friendship that I think I could ever hope for. She's just been a dream in my life. She's calmed me down when I'm nervous, and she's loved me when I'm not feeling loved, and for that, happy Friendship Day." Yeah. Thank you. One more thing before we sing the peace song, and that is we don't take the offering anymore because of the germ transference and all that other stuff, but we do have receptacles in the lobby if you'd like to leave a check or make a love offering or something. Thank you. Or you can donate by going to unitytemple.com and visiting our website. And I thank you in advance for your generosity. We'll now close with the prayer for protection, and then we'll sing the peace song. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Announcement. If you enjoyed the meditation, you can get a disc of it in the lobby or in the bookstore, and they're free, so enjoy it, take it, use it, and I'll see you all next week.